Hey everybody, welcome. I'm not sure who else is out there, but if there are some questions that you want to type in the chat box, please feel free. I'm glad you're here. It's a couple minutes before we're actually live. Well, we are live right now, but questions with people coming in. Oh, it's like, I see. Okay. Well, there's a couple people going, yes, I need something to help me right now. Well, yeah, we all do. That will be very fun. And that I'm in struggle. Yes. We all have a lot of struggle going on in different ways. And I think, part of us as we get into, the time is that, giving yourself some space. Pause, just give yourself time. And it's, I think, really a lot of what we're doing is that we're connecting with people, and oftentimes when we feel the struggle, like before class, I mean, this is this is the premiere, so hopefully all of the tech stuff is now working. The you can see me. The comments, the chat stuff is working. We've got that going. Now, if my voice will come back, that will feel a lot better too. And it's, I think it's a time in our life where, just to have people, supporting us, where we support others. It's not always the great big things, just like, having you guys here today and seeing the comments and the nice, positive, text messages and Facebook messengers. It's really wonderful. So it's, taking that extra time to support people is really, I think, really wonderful, where I think that we can help each other go to that next level. I'm adjusting my mic here a little bit. I played with my camera a little earlier, and it was all set up beautifully. Oh, here we are. We're back seeing that. And, these are short, meant to help you just, really quick. You have this situation going on. You're looking to solve some problems right now, and that's really what this is about, is to really get you in that place to solve. So again, it's like we're gonna actually start the formal. This is just a couple people came in and had some comments that they wanted a few suggestions. And I think that, that it's good that we're here to get some insights, to see, what's going on for people. Let's see here. That I think that right now, as we're beginning to see that, a lot of our struggle comes from we're out of when whether it's our car, some of the some of the things that we see is that when your car's out of alignment, it goes bump, 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 or your brakes are not in alignment, or the pad's not done, your car gets pulled to the right. And some of the three ways that we get out of alignment is that we have no energy. We simply have no energy whatsoever. And when you don't have energy, what happens? You don't have, awesome is about being alive and creative and in the moment. And when you don't have that connection, or you don't have energy, it's really hard to generate that aliveness, to make those connections, to embrace life. Because without energy, not only is your health affected, but so is your connections, your procrastinations, your overwhelm. It's like people don't come into life saying, hey, I don't have my mindset. It's like, well, No, they always come in and say, hey, I don't have energy. If I had energy, I would do this. And so nice to see you, Janie. Glad that you're here. Glad that you're here. Cheryl, thanks for, yes, managing our energy is so important. And when we wake up in the morning, we don't say, oh, my mindset's this, or I have that. We go, oh, I woke up, it's a bonus day, or it's like, oh, I have so many things to do. So the three ways that I really look at the feeling, alive is that with no mental energy, we don't even want to get out of bed. The second one is we have mental weeds, and we think before we even get out of bed, it's either a plus or a minus. And when you find that weed, you want to pull out that sucker and say, is this really about my career today? Was I disappointed by someone? And you hold that little thought, and really it's a negative thought, but it becomes a pattern when we engage in it enough times. And so you want to look at, is my career I'm focusing on, my health, my family? Am I worried about, paying bills? What is that pattern? And the third area that keeps holding us back is connections. And, and you can always tell if you're connected to the minute your phone goes down, we all panic. It's like, oh my gosh, I was waiting for this. This is coming. I don't have anything ready, or my Prime Video went out, or my car battery is dead. And it's all about that connections and, keeping up on it, because when we have connections to our world, to ourself, to our friends and family, those help recharge us. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about the PART method. And as I go further into it, it's PART is pause, assess, recharge, and take action. And those 4 steps will really help you overcome. So as we go back to this no energy, one of the best ways, and you can do this 3 or 4 times a day, but I do it before I get out of bed every day, as I lay in bed and I just feel like the sun is shining on me, and I just feel the vitality, the aliveness of that sun just permeating my body to every cell, to every atom. And I like to add smiley faces, so it's like, okay, if you're coming into my body through my skin, you're bathing me, I'm just feeling it absorbed. I feel that aliveness. And then, as I set up, I'm just going, wow, that little extra charge of vitality, that energy. You're ready to start your day differently. It's like, oh, I have the energy. It's like, oh, and you walk deliberately. You walk more consciously. You are consciously aware that you are drawing that energy and that vitality, because being awesome is being alive, being consciously aware, and connected. And when we don't have those 3 things, our life it gets kind of blah. It's gray. We go, what am I doing? And awesome is we live in awe of a moment or a second, and you can switch there, because that awesome is, we look at ourselves when we were younger going, gosh, I wish I was more like that now. Or we look at kids going, wow, I remember way back when I had that. Or we'll look at a flower and we just think, or a beautiful sunset. Being in awe and being connected. And it's that connection, that feeling connection, that expands the heart. It dumps the sludge out of your organs. It passes out as waste. And you are again revitalized. And again, any time during the day, you can go from no energy to being bathed in the sun and its vitality to bring it up. And you can do an experiment that I always like. It's like, if there's a project I'm working on and I just have like zip, it's one of those, I have to do it. It's not, I get to choose. I would take some of that vitality, I'll fill up on it. I just like hold that project in my hand for a moment and go, hey, I'm going to send you some really good positive energy. I'm going to feel how good it is to start you, because it's probably the 11th hour and it's like, oh, if I want to do my best, I better get going. And I hold it and I say, okay, I'm going to the middle now. Now I'm going to the messy, messy middle. and now I'm at the messy 2/3, and I'm getting closer to crossing the finish line in the joy. And I find when I add that extra energy, that vitality, it takes me from no energy to getting a project done. Do the same thing with a mental weed. And that mental weed is, oh, I'm feeling bad. I keep having this problem. I keep having clutter in my house, or I don't have problems. Yeah, brain injuries. It's like a last minute change. Yeah, as Wendy puts, like the brain has no brakes. I've got to go reaction and taking care of and breathe and respond. That's true. If we have injuries in that, we're all reactive. So that pause is very necessary, and you can assess is the next part of the part thing, and then go back in and recharge. Feel that sun bathing, absorb that energy into your cells, and then take action. But you always want to take an action from a charged, empowered place where you go, yes, I can do this. This is a good thing. And remember, there is a solution to, when you don't have energy, you can recharge. When you have a negative thought, you're going to pull the weed like out of your yard. It's like, oh, look, you're a dandelion. It's like, oh, look, you're a nettle. Oh, look. It's like, is it family, career? Have I learned this pattern? And it's like, okay, I'm going to send you a little love that says, I'm going to fill in where I just pulled you out with some energy that says you don't need to grow. The new place that is going to grow in your place is, I can do this. I can handle this. I don't have to respond. I can pause. And then I'm going to make connections. I'm going to call those people that I put off calling. I'm going to make the connection to my home and give it more love. I'm going to talk to myself in more positive ways. But it's really about that feeling connection of where we go that takes us to those next level. And you've got this, guy. Remember, from no energy to lots of energy. And I would say use that bathing revitalization 3 or 4 times. Pull out the mental weed, identify it, replace it with something you want, and make the connections. Whatever you're doing, whether you're working at something, be present. Make that connection. If you're weeding your yard, if you're washing your dishes, if you're going through the house, because awesome is about being connected. It's being alive in that moment. And it's that feeling aliveness connection. And I guarantee you that if you practice feeling up on this energy, you will begin to live a much more awesome life. And as again, I said I was going to keep this short to like 10 minutes. So that's your taste of awesome for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, you've got this. Awesome is bringing up that energy is number one. Nobody comes and says, hey, I don't have enough mindset to get this done today. It's like, oh, if I had energy. You know how to get energy now. So you go out and live it and enjoy it. And I hope to see you next week, where we'll go into another tip that will help you go into activate your awesome, to live that awesome life with love and feeling. Again, this is Darielle. Thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward. You can send me comments. If you have questions, you can always send me comments before the next show, and I will be happy to address them. So thank you all, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now, all. A big hug from the universe to all of you, and have an awesome day.